Morning class 10. Today we are going to start with the topic mineral based industries. Well children, when we talk about mineral based industries, then it means those industries which use minerals and metals as their raw material for the purpose of producing the finished goods. Now, under mineral based industries, though we have a number of industries, but today I am going to discuss with you a very important industry, that is iron and steel industry. Now, here I want to tell you that iron and steel industry, children, is the basic industry, or you can say is the key industry, and there is a reason behind why so. The reason is because it is on the iron and steel industry that all other industries they depend for the production, right from a small product to a huge product. You can say right from a oil pin to a huge aircraft. All these industries they depend on the iron and steel industry, let it be a heavy industry or a light industry or a medium industry. And do you know that steel is required for the manufacturing of a number of the goods, for the construction goods, for the defense goods, for the engineering goods, medical, telephonic, scientific equipments, and a variety of the consumer goods all could be produced only because of iron and steel industry. So that means iron and steel industry actually occupies a very important place in the country. Now at the same time, children, the production and consumption of steel in our country is regarded to be as the main reason for the country's progress. Reason because it's iron and steel industry which is as a heavy industry. It is called a heavy industry, and the reason why it is called heavy industry because right from its raw material to its finished goods all are bulky and heavy, and due to their bulkiness and heaviness they led to a heavy transportation cost. Now here I want to tell you this iron ore, coking coal and limestone are all required in the ratio of approximately 4:2:1 in the production of steel. And do you know that the steel plant or an iron steel plant requires a good and an efficient transportation network for the distribution of the products into market so that it could reach till the consumers. And today around 32.8 million tons of steel production is being done in our country, and which means that India ranks 9th among the world in the production of crude steel. And do you know that India is the largest producer of sponge iron? But in spite of producing a large quantity of product steel, still children, the per capita consumption in our country is only 32 kg. Now today there are around 10 primary integrated and mini steel plants in our country. When I say integrated mini steel plant, so integrated steel plant means children, a large structure under one roof where all the work is done, right from the putting up the raw material for steel making till the time in rolling it or shaping it or producing into a finished good. Now in our country you'll find that most of the public sector undertaking, that is the industries which have been owned by the government, they actually market their steel through SAIL, that is Steel Authority of India Limited, whereas TISCO marketed steel by itself in the name of Tata Steel. Children, do you know that there was a time when China and India, they both used to produce around same quantity of steel around in 1950. But today, China is the largest producer as well as the consumer of steel in the world. It was in 2004 when India was the largest exporter of steel, when we almost accounted for 2.25% of the global steel trade. And in our country, Chota Nagpur Plateau is the region where we have a maximum concentration of the iron and steel industries. And the reason, because of all the availability of the things which has been required for the iron steel industry. At the same time, because of the advantage of, let's say, a cheap labor, you can say availability of the raw material, and of course a vast potential of the market. So that is the reason that more of the industries are being located in Chota Nagpur Plateau. Now children, in spite of knowing that India is an important iron and steel producing in the world, still there are certain problems which this industry is facing, due to which we can say that they are not able to perform to the 100%. Like, the problem is high cost and limited availability of coking coal. Then at the same time, lower productivity of labor. Maybe the labor is not so skilled, so their productivity is less. Then irregular supply of energy, means the electricity which requires, that is not available all the time. And above all, a very poor infrastructure. Now due to these reasons, these industries, the iron steel industries, they are lagging behind. Well children, we do import a good quality of steel from the other countries, still on the fact that whatever amount we produce in our country is sufficient for our domestic use. So to boost up this industry, liberalization and foreign direct investment has a good role in boosting up this industry, and of course with the efforts of the private entrepreneurs, that this industry of steel, iron and steel industry could be flourished.